You're not trying your absolute best. That's the reason you're not lucky. He doesn't like you. He likes the people which show him the beauty of his own creation. He likes to give somebody building blocks and them to build something amazing. It's the best thing about being a man. You get to build who you are, right? You can decide if you want to be a funny comedian or a musician or a kickboxing world champion or fight the Matrix. You can decide whatever you want to be. God loves to see that. Those people, for some reason, seem to be enormously lucky, right? The person who goes, I don't have to prove anything to God. I don't owe all of my ancestors any effort. You know, for 5,000 years, people were dodging saber-toothed tigers and catching the plague and running from Genghis Khan just for my stupid ass to be born. I don't owe them anything. Don't owe them a thing, because I want to play video games. These people are fucking losers. You should walk through Earth with force inside of you. As I walked into this hotel reception, everybody goes. Not because they know who I am, but because as I move, even if it's behind their head, people feel something and they go. It's an energy that comes from brutal competence. It's almost like an evolutionary thing where a rabbit can just smell a fox. It just knows. That's what happens when a predator walks in a room, even amongst humans. You pay attention next time you're in a restaurant. If a man who's truly dangerous walks in, nearly every other man kind of looks up at the same time. You feel it. You need to or you don't survive. We've evolved with that to live. That's who I am. I couldn't imagine not being that man. I've done that because I've been trying to prove myself to my lineage my entire life. I wake up every day with something to prove. I have hundreds of millions of dollars. I wake up and think, fuck, more. I'm in fantastic shape, 4 times world champion. Fighting the Matrix out here by myself, more. I will have to be braver. I must try harder. All I do is prove myself. So when I hear people go, I don't have nothing to prove, then you're a fucking loser. Peasants have never felt like they needed to prove anything. But kings felt like they needed to go and conquer land. Isn't that it's coincidental that the king, who already had it all, felt like he needed to go to some far-flung land and conquer it and take it and prove he's the king. But the peasants, I don't have to prove nothing to nobody. You're a fucking loser then. You're a dummy. I absolutely and utterly, completely have everything to prove to everybody all of the time. That's who I am. I will prove anything to anybody. If I sit and say X, I will prove it to anyone. I can be checked at any time. If someone would have come up to me in that lobby and argued with my ideas, I would have proved that my ideas are sound. If they would have attacked me, I would have destroyed them completely and absolutely. That's who I am. So yes, I have a lot to prove, my friend. And until the day I die, it will remain that. I think the universe is absolutely and utterly giving. I've never seen anybody dedicate themselves to something completely and fail. I've never seen somebody eat right, go to the gym every day, train really hard, and not be in good shape. I've literally never seen it. The universe is extremely giving. If you actually try, and you actually want it, and you're actually not making excuses, lying, talking shit, you're gonna get what you want. So when I see people who don't have what they want,
the one thing they all have in common, I think, is they're hungry. And I know that sounds simplistic, but I believe that's the single most important element that separates the quality of people's lives. It's not just the ability to have hunger, but to sustain it. Hunger means that you want more. You want more of yourself. You want to make a bigger difference. You want to be a better parent. You want to do something more than there is today, and that you don't get satisfied. Most people start out with hunger at an early stage of life and they lose it. Everybody is born with hunger. Like there's a desire to grow, to expand, to learn, and then disappointment sets in early in life for most people. And then we look to blame something outside of ourselves. And there are many events in our lives that can affect us all. We've all had pain and challenges. But I think if you can find within yourself the part of you that wants to constantly give something more than yourself, if you can find a mission larger than yourself, then you're more pulled to do something than trying to push yourself. And pull has much more power than push. I always say motive does matter. That if your motive is to serve something greater, there is an energy that comes up inside of you.
Take massive action. And if that doesn't work, try something else. If that doesn't work, try something else. Keep going with massive action and you will find the way, because it will give you momentum.
Everything you people have told me, I didn't have the technology, I didn't have the right contacts, I didn't have the time, I didn't have money. Everything you've told me, I didn't have enough Supreme Court justices, those are resources. And so you're telling me I failed because I didn't have the resources. And I'm here to tell you what you already know. Resources are never the problem. It's a lack of resourcefulness is why you failed. Because the ultimate resources are emotional states.
A decision is the first step. Decision is like a war, but commitment is when you now, after you've decided, you commit to do this for the long term. Whether it's hard or easy, doesn't matter. You're doing this. It takes it from this moment and it carries it into the future even when things are difficult. And the third state is resolve. Resolve means it's done. It's like, it doesn't even if you took action, it's done inside you, so it's done out there. There's no question whatsoever. You find your passion. You're gonna have this tremendous energy, it's sustainable energy. But momentum requires you always do the next thing to keep the momentum going. And the reason you get yourself in a passionate place is so that you change your life, and the only thing that changes your life is making a decision. So while you're in this passionate state, that's where you make decisions.
Fuck finding your why. It's absolute horseshit. Let's say you want to start a construction company. You go on the internet, you type it in, you find all these gurus. They're gonna tell you, oh, find your why. I got your why right fucking here. Getting fucking rich. The end. And look, you don't have to be a goddamn Boy Scout about it. I say this so unapologetically, it's not funny. Now, let's talk about what that means. Because my why is absolutely getting rich. It is getting rich. This could be the end of the video, but I'm gonna explain myself just for good measure. Okay, so everybody's like, find your why, you know, do this. It's all fucking bullshit. Here's the thing. You want to make money so you can take care of the people that you love. You want to have the best life you can have. And you want to be loyal to that small group of people that are around you, that you care about, that are family. And I don't mean just blood family, but people that are really close to you. So you don't have to miss out on experiences. So those experiences can lead to networking and bigger things, and you can give to your, whether you get married or you don't get married, you have a girlfriend, kids, whatever. You want to create a life where you can create abundance for the people that you care about. And that is a good fucking reason to get rich. Now, what does this not mean? It doesn't mean going fucking people off. It doesn't mean screwing people over. It doesn't mean wasting people's time. It doesn't mean not doing what you say you're gonna do, or stealing money, or not paying somebody. It's just at the core of everything you do, you wanna be able to create wealth so you can then turn around and give to the people that you care for, and you can be a hero to the people that you love, or you can turn up when one of your people needs you. It's a part of ethics. A lot of times you don't get passionate about something until you get so good at it that people actually need you. And when those people need you and you can come through for them in a competency that you know that they don't have, then it really becomes fulfilling. So consider these two things. Either you're gonna go through pain to create a competency that most people don't have so you can actually be helpful in this world, or, and more than or, you get rich and you're able to help people that otherwise would not have been able to be helped because they're inside the circumference of someone that you love. That's really important to remember. And you don't have to be apologetic about it. Be ethical and go make that fucking money.